Good morning. All right. Well, the lyrics are pretty much right here. But they're up there, too. This is written by Mr. John Caverly. Mr. John Caverly, folks.
Such a beautiful message this Sunday morning. We really appreciate it. Yay!
Thank you.
And good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Kalispell Center for Spiritual Living. And this is a place where we really believe and we know in our hearts that there is a power for good in the universe and we can use it. And you know why we can use it? Because we're all an individualized aspect of God. So as we go forth in this world of all the change, know that you're in partnership with Creator, God, Source, whatever you want to, however you describe. But that's your partner. So you don't have to worry about being afraid or anything, because you know what? With Spirit as your partner, everything's always going to work out the way it's supposed to. And we're here to remind you of that. So please join me in saying our statement of purpose. Our community lovingly and joyfully inspires, supports, and empowers individuals to discover and express their divinity. You know, one of the ways we do that is through prayer. So right after the service, we'll have a prayer circle right up front. So if something's on your heart or your mind, please join the prayer circus. Please join the prayer circle. There's also a box in the back for prayers, so you can write a request down and we'll pray for you. And besides what's in the back, there's also a welcome packet and an email list. So if you want to pick up any of those while you're at it, that's good. Every Wednesday, we have a Zoom meditation from 7:30 to 8, and there are cards on the back table to tell you how to link into the Zoom. And tomorrow, Monday, May 5th, we'll be feeding the flathead. There's a sign-up sheet on the back table, and volunteers need to be at Bethlehem Lutheran Church by 5:30. And now, it's time to greet your neighbor. So say hello to an old friend or meet a new one.
as we're finding our way back to our seats, remain standing if you would like. We have another Don Caverly creation, and I love this one even more than the last one. I think this one should be submitted to the Positive Music Association. They pay big.
Breathe in the power of creation. Breathe out the infinite possibilities. Breathe in the truth of the universe. Breathe out the power of love. Breathe in your God-given power. Breathe out your message to the universe. Breathe in the power of infinity. Breathe out the power of love. Breathe in the questions to all life's problems. The answer is contained in every breath you take. Breath is a sacred gift from God. Let me breathe you for your power to awake. Breathe in the power of creation. Breathe out the infinite possibilities. Breathe in the truth of the universe. Breathe out the power of love. Breathe in your God-given power. Breathe out your message to the universe. Breathe in the power of infinity. Breathe out the power of love. Breathe in the questions to all life's problems. The answer is contained in every breath you take. Breath is a sacred gift from God. Let me breathe you for your power to awake.
Snap the power of the universe. Break it down.
All right, breathe in the energy of the divine. Breathe it into your body and your mind. Breathe in the energy of the divine. Breathe it out to your body and your mind. Breathe in the power of creation. Breathe out the infinite possibilities. Breathe in the truth of the universe. Breathe out the power of love. Breathe in your God-given power. Breathe out your message to the universe. Breathe in the joy of infinity. Breathe out the power of love. Breathe out the power of love.
One more time.
Breathe out the power of love. Cha cha cha.
Isn't that a fabulous song?
That was
That should
marvelous.
be produced and delivered.
Oh my goodness. So let us just move into that space of breathing in that power of love. And as we do so, let us make our commitment again this week to knowing that the children, all of the children everywhere, those who are yet to come, and those who are going into adulthood, all children are blessed. And so we as religious scientists declare our word and call forth that blessing for each child. And so we say, we see you, who you really are, made in the image and likeness of God. We cherish you, we support you, and we love you. And allowing those words, cherish, support, and love, to become the expression that comes forth from us in this very moment. We see you. We see the children of the world. We see the challenges. We see the fear. we see the lack. And let us also see the beauty that surrounds and is each one of those beautiful individuals. Let us hear the voices of the children. Let us hear their words and their song with our heart. Let us support them by our very thoughts, our very actions, and with our words. And as we do so, let's expand the idea of the children of the world to all peoples of the world, all of God's creation. For we are, each and every one of us, created by the one in its image and likeness, out of its magnificence, out of its love, which is whole and complete. We are of the one life. And may there be a peace in knowing that we are of one life. May you find the strength this week of knowing that you are of the one life. And in that truth, all things are possible. And we too are supported, cherished, and loved. May we allow that beautiful, harmonious love to surround us. May we lean back into it or fall forward into it. May we feel it as we walk along each day, as we ask the questions and as we quietly wait for the answers. May we remember who we are. And may we always know whose we are. Inviting this truth to permeate every cell of your body is saying, God is and I am. Yes. Yes. There is good for me and I accept it. I welcome it. I am grateful for it, and I live from it. God is good, and so we are also the good of God. Let us hold this truth within us in a place that we absolutely know is the very center of our beingness. That we know we can always touch it, feel it, know it, use it, express it, and most of all, be it. Be the truth of God that you are. Be the bold and bodacious, fabulous, fantastic truth of God that you are. The world welcomes you as your authentic self. And so that truth remains unchangeable and forevermore. And together we say, and so it is. Amen.
There's a brave soul inside us, still longing to be buried so deep, she's like a distant memory. She's sick and tired of waiting, holding her breath, wants to wake up and shake up the life I've got left. There's someone in my mirror whose voice keeps getting clearer, asking, what would I do this year if I had no fear? So I'm making a list of things I haven't done in life, and my whiny ass excuses for why I never tried the palomino, never ridden, the piano never played. And I realize there's nothing that I can't start today. There's someone in my mirror whose voice keeps getting clearer, asking, what would I do this year if I had no fear? There's no fear here, na 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 na. There's no fear here, na 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 na. There's no fear here, na 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 na. There's no fear here. So I'm starting with my A-list. Africa and Asia, Auckland and Antarctica, Alaska and Australia. Next comes the B-list. Be confident, be brave, be daring enough to refuse to behave. There's someone in my mirror whose voice keeps getting clearer, asking, what would I do this year if I had no fear? This time sing it with me and proclaim it, yeah. There's no fear here, na 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 na. Sing it. No fear here, na 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 na. No fear here, na 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 na. Believe it. There's no fear here. Na 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 na. There's no fear here, na 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 na. There's no fear here, na 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 na. Only love, only love. Ooh, thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Rochelle and Dawn. Thank you. That was beautiful. Whoa. Were you all able to sing There's No Fear Here? Were you? Well, here's the deal. Sing it in your heart. Sing it in your heart. Because if you didn't have any fear, what would you sing? What would you do? How bold could you be if there was no fear? As she was singing that song, and I'm looking out and loving the words and loving the idea of no fear, I was thinking, what would I do differently if there was no fear in me? I would run screaming and joyously accepting my good. I'd be running into it instead of trying to hold it off a little bit, or not quite depending on it, or not believing in it, or thinking it belonged to someone else. I would run screaming and joyfully into my good. And see what that'd look like? You are the good. You are the good. It just came to me, though, of all the things I would do differently. So that's my challenge for this week. That's actually my opportunity, and it's also my intention. It's also my intention. Someone called me yesterday and said, asked me how my trip went when my daughter and I went to Colorado, and I said, oh, it was good. It was what it was, you know. It was a trip. And she said, well, how are your tires? How are my tires? Well, funny, my son just had told me after he fixed the brakes yesterday, he said, Mom, you're going to have to get new tires now, before winter comes. So I told her this. I said, why would you ever ask me? She said, well, I want to gift you with this set of new tires. Now get this. Oh, no. Oh, no. She said, oh, yes, I would like to. And I was just at that place, oh, it'll be fine, I'm going to get him in the fall. I had all of these things to do to deflect my good. I thank God. My God is an awesome God, by the way. You know that. Our God is an awesome God. It reigns in the universe with wisdom, love, and power for good. And I was deflecting my good at the moment. She laughed. She said, well, when I see you in June, I'll expect to see a new set of tires on your car because I'm sending you a check for them. Now, this is really, really critical for us. It doesn't have to be, and that was a wonderful, incredible gift. It doesn't have to be that. It's the smile that we acknowledge. It's the kindness. It's the moment of attention we get. This is the good that's coming to us all the time from many, many places and people. And if we will recognize that as our good, we start to move into that place of our intention is to live from that good, claim that good, and call it good. But we've put so many restrictions on ourselves in the meantime about whatever. Mine was really about, I can't hardly say it, deserving. Deserving. If you need it and you want it, you better provide it for yourself, Yvonne. That was the old story. I cannot deal with a split truth. My God is an awesome God. There is good for us, and we ought to have it, and saying no to it. You see how that splits it up? Now, which is my truth? Well, obviously, if I can stand up here and talk, I can read all my books, I can love God in the way that I love God and still deny that my God is an awesome God, that your God is the awesome God that brings forth the goodness. It's right in front of us, always to be given to us as we accept it. Because God's unlimited. The universe is unlimited. And if we know what the power of our words are, then maybe we'll stop saying no to the things we really would like to say yes to. Yes. Now the other yes I'm considering is I've thought about, I'd like to have purple hair. You may laugh, but I think it would be just fabby. Will I be that bold? Will I say yes to myself? Or is it just one of those little things I think, God, that That would be so cool. And cut it really short and have it sticking out, you know. I just think that would be fabulous. Yeah, I might do it and I might not. Who knows, you know. But I want to give myself permission, because that's what it's about. Giving ourselves permission. Recognizing who and whose we are. Being able to live from that place of joy that is within us. It has been, in some of us, and probably most people, that place of joy has been challenged. It's been battered. It's been ignored. And many times it's been supported, but it's there within us, and the joy comes from recognizing life in this moment is a gift. Life in this moment is our gift, and we can support it in any way we want. We can unwrap it and express it and experience it and share it and build on it, or we can hold it tight to us and limit it. It's up to us entirely. It's up to us entirely. I have a little story I want to share with you, because I think that we can get into these ideas that the idea we have is correct. And the idea that we're willing to call correct may be in conflict with other people's ideas, but we know we're right. So I want to tell you this little story about 3 Zen students got together, and they were talking about their masters, their teachers. And one of them said, "Oh, my master teacher is so wise. He's actually the best because he can go days without food." The second one said, "Oh, but mine's incredibly, incredibly good. He can go days without sleep." I'm right in that category, days without sleep. But the third one just smiled and embraced his 2 friends, and he said, "I do believe my master teacher has the thought. He eats when he's hungry, and he sleeps when he's tired." I love that story, because that's the wisdom we need to recognize that is within us. It's always guiding us. It is that GPS of God. God within us, Spirit within us, is our personal GPS telling us when we need things. I need new tires. It's just plain as that. And then we get to decide what we need to do with it. My other daughter and I were in, where were we? New Hampshire. We were driving around New Hampshire in a rental car that had GPS in it. And we have no idea where we're going, but except we had an address. So we put it in, and all of a sudden we're on these rickety country roads, and I mean there were potholes that deep in it, and I couldn't see through the trees, but I didn't see any lights, and I'm saying to her, "Rose, where do you think we are?" She said, "I don't know, but the GPS says it's just right in front of us," and we kept driving, and it wasn't right in front of us. Guess what? The information we get from out here isn't necessarily absolutely correct. Yeah, it can be off. It can be off and taking us in a direction, but because we so depended on it, being in country we didn't know, in the evening when we couldn't see, we just kept going along this little road. And if you've been back east, you know they have 31 streets that have the same name in a town of, 50,000, 100,000. And that's not true, but I mean, they're so close. They're close. And we just got off on the wrong one. We got off on the wrong one. But it's really important for us to understand when we get off on the wrong one, we just correct it. We correct it. We take a look at it. So that's what's important for us to understand, is that we are here to do our own self-correction. Our own self-correction. That means we have to be aware of what it is that we are living from. We have to be aware. Are we living from a place of integrity to the self? if we're trying to make other people do what we want so that we can be happy and we can be comfortable and we can be at ease, then we are not living in integrity with the self. Because the self wants only to live from its truth, not the truth it wants from someone else, but from its truth. And glory be to God that we have others around us who support that truth. That's the blessing of being in community, being in relationship, being in part of the tribe, the support that we receive from each other as we stand under the shelter of each other is a gift of God. It's the gift of God through you as we support each other in whatever it is that we're doing, whatever challenges we're facing, whatever joy we're experiencing. And we have every right to set intentions, being from that place of desire of the heart and intention. We set intentions here the first of the year, and so many of you sent in your word of intention. I'm here to ask you today, are you experiencing the fruition of your intention? Because if you're not, it doesn't mean it was the wrong intention. It just means there's something between you and your intention. Now, what is that? That's up to you to decide. Is it a fear? Or maybe you've changed your mind and that's not what you want. Or maybe you want it right now. Here's the thing. If it's not what you want, let it go. If it's something you want right now, you claim it. You claim it. You act as if. You feel it. Rochelle brings her folks here every week. They practice. We have, and look what happens. There's a glorious outcome. That's what we have to do. We have to practice. We have to practice our faith. We have to practice trusting spirit. We have to practice what we say is true. So I have to go out this week and practice receiving my good joyously. But first I have to recognize it. And we can only do that from the very center of our beingness. Recognize what it is we're feeling. Not what we're thinking. What are you feeling about what you're thinking? That's a really good director for me. It really brings me into truth of the matter. Because my thinking can fool the heck out of me. It really can. It can just take me down roads that are worse than the one in New Hampshire. Bigger potholes and all kinds of things. But when I'm faced with what I'm feeling, I have to be true to myself. I have to be honest with myself. What is it I'm feeling? When she offered that beautiful gift, I felt like I was unable to provide for myself. Now, wouldn't that be awful if the only time we ever received anything was when we couldn't provide for ourselves? That wasn't the case at all. It was a gift of the heart. And I can talk to you about it because I'm intending, and my intention is to not let that be the truth of how I feel. But if I hadn't had the feelings about it, I wouldn't have been able to identify it. If I can't identify it, I'm certainly not going to make a course correction. That's how we are. That's how we are. We have to identify our own stuff first, and then we make the course correction. Last week I told you about Olo, that beautiful color that was just discovered. It isn't that it just became, it was just discovered, right? And not necessarily, can't see it with the naked eye is what they've said. But here's what I love, and it was referred to as the color of the divine essence. But here's what I love. In talking to people about it, even after last Sunday and a couple of phone calls I've received, there are people who've seen it. There are people who believe they've experienced it. Now, why would we doubt that? Why would we doubt that? We live in a universe of infinite possibilities, and the possibility of infinite possibilities includes some people seeing that incredible color. And the scientists this past week said they've discovered, let me read this to you. I don't have my thing up here, so of course I can't see it very well. Here it is. That won't help, dears. Thank you so much. It won't help. No, thank you. But thank you so much. No. No, what I meant was it was like I had all these papers. I don't have my notebook, but here's what it was. This is a story by Scott Aubrey from Spiritual Passages that last week scientists discovered using NASA's James Webb Space Telescope a remarkable discovery. And this discovery was that there were signs that were pointing to life on another planet. And the planet in question is called K2-18b. It's a watery world about 124 light years away from Earth, and in the constellation Leo. It's not hot, it's not too hot, and it's not too cold, and it's in what is known as a habitable zone, in a cosmic sweet spot, where life could potentially exist. And what makes this discovery exciting is that researchers found evidence of a certain molecules in the planet's atmosphere that here on Earth are only produced by living organisms. Isn't that exciting? What a number of people have believed for many, many years is scientifically coming forth, right? So I love these kinds of stories because I don't believe that anything's impossible. I do not believe it. There are many things that I don't accept as my truth, absolutely. But it doesn't mean it can't be possible. It just doesn't fit into my basket of truth. But I'm willing to learn more. I'm willing to know more. I'm willing to understand more. I'm willing to grow intellectually, spiritually, not physically. Done as much as I'm doing, honey. And with this discovery, we're reminded that life is ever unfolding and that we're part of this incredible, incredible action. We're part of this. But the first thing we have to do, if we want to create a world that works better for everyone, if we want to make changes in this world, is make them within ourselves, to bring ourselves to that point of we are contributing to the highest good, to the greater good of the world. And you don't have to take 6 months. You don't have to take another 10 years. You don't have to wait until you found this or that. You make a decision. You make an absolute decision to be. I believe so much in the power of instant manifestation within. Why would Jesus have ever said, pick up your bed and go, if it wasn't possible? He didn't say, try and pick up your bed and go to PT for 18 months and then come back in, honey, and we'll reevaluate this. I mean, there are some things, it's all dependent on what you believe. It's all dependent on what we believe. But there are some things, if you're willing to accept as your truth, if you're willing to say, I'm open. I don't need to know how. I don't need to know when. I don't need to know why. But I'm open to receive. I'm open to this greater good that's meant for me, which is peace of mind, which is letting go, which is absolute embracing forgiveness. Forgivingness up of all that is no longer serving to the forgiving self. To bring spirit into everything that is and everything that I create as my world and take forth into the greater world. If we are willing to do that, it can happen for us. It can happen for us right here and right now. And then when it does happen, claim it as your greater good. Claim it as not, oh, that was so wonderful. It just was a flyby. It's not a flyby. It doesn't have to be a flyby. It gets to be a part of you, and then we get to move from that place. We get to act from that place. We get to speak from that place, and then we get to be that place, that love, that wisdom, that goodness, that joy, that place that is safe for your soul to come forth in expression. And as Pope Francis said, we're not living in an era of change. We're here to change an era. We are here to be the love of God, the love of Spirit, the love of Abba, whatever you want to call it. We are here to be love in action. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by you don't have time or someone doesn't deserve it. You boldly and bodaciously call forth this moment of truth within you. Wherever you are and whatever you're doing, you are in control of yourself. You are the one writing the book and editing it, and making corrections, putting this story down, but you are the one who's going to publish it right out here in the world too. It's all self-published. So let us make our story a story of joy, our story a story of giving, our story a story of absolute confidence that you are the child of God. You are the precious expression of the One. You are needed, and you are wanted, for you are the beloved. Be safe in your own mind. Be cherished by your own heart. And be supported and supportive in the community you are in. As we take our strength of word, of action, and of faith into the world as truth. There is greater good for us. Let us accept it. Let us share it. And let us praise the source of all good. And allowing the breath to move through the body with ease. Let us relax into that idea that this is a sacred moment. Sacred time. And we are here to do sacred business. And while we do the things that are required of us each day, of course it takes time to change tires. It takes time to read books. But our time to claim our divine identity is now. And as we do so throughout our week, it is an instant opening for the greater good. It is instantly opening that channel. The heavens are open to us. For the heart of God holds us all. And in it, we are safe. We are protected. And we are loved. Thank you. Thank you, sweet Spirit, within every person, surrounding each one of us, holding us up, magnifying our blessings as we go into our day. Thank you. And so it is. Amen.
And now I would like to thank everyone who joined us online. We are glad you joined us. We appreciate your support, and we truly hope you join us again next Sunday. And now, as our ushers come forward, we have an opportunity to share our abundance. So please join me in saying our abundance prayer. I freely and joyously give from the abundance and fullness of my overflowing wealth. I know my gift goes with love as it touches and blesses the world.
God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need.
Been shared today, for the blessing that each person is who participates in this wonderful community. For our blessings go out into the world. We are so grateful for all that we have, all that we share, and all that we receive. Thank you, God. And so it is. Amen.
Do we have any May birthdays? Do we have any other May birthdays?
George, I want you to dance.
I like the dance.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Because God danced the day you were born. The angels did the bump to Gabriel's horn. God danced the day you were born. So grateful for the gift of you.
And they'll be dancing.
Woohoo! How about that, guys?
That was good dancing.
And now, please join me in saying our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
All right. Now please rise as you are willing and able, and we're going to be lights as we are, as is the truth of our being. Here we go. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.